without further ado, I'd like to invite His Excellency Dr. Naif Al-Hajraf, Minister of Finance of Kuwait, to give his opening address. His address will be in Arabic. If you have a headset, channel 2 is Arabic to English. Your Excellency.
Thank you, Alex, for the introductions and making it easier for me. For all the audience, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning and welcome to Kuwait in this very important event held and organized by the CBK. And I hope that all the success for the conference and the result that will come out of it. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا الصادق الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أصحاب المعالي الوزراء، أصحاب المعالي محافظي البنوك المركزية، أصحاب الفضيلة العلماء، الحضور الكريم، الأخوة والأخوات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسرني أن أسهل كلمتي بأن أنقل إليكم تحيات راعي هذا المؤتمر حضرة صاحب السمو أمير البلاد الشيخ صباح الأحمد الجابر الصباح حفظه الله ورعاه، وكذلك تحيات سمو ولي العهد الشيخ نواف الأحمد الجابر الصباح حفظه الله، متمنين لكم التوفيق والنجاح في أعمال هذا المؤتمر. كما يطيب لي أن أرحب باسم كل الترحيب بأصحاب المعالي الوزراء ومحافظي البنوك المركزية وقادة الهيئات الرقابية والمنظمات العالمية والمؤسسات المالية الإسلامية وأصحاب الفضيلة العلماء وضيوف هذا المؤتمر كافة، مرحبا بهم في بلدهم في الكويت، عاملا لكم جميعا طيب الإقامة، كما أدعوه سبحانه أن يوفق المجتمعين في هذا المؤتمر وأن يسدد مساعيهم للوصول إلى كل ما من شأنه الخير للجميع. أصحاب المعالي الحضور الكريم، عقد بنك الكويت المركزي الدورة الأولى من هذا المؤتمر في عام 2015 بالتعاون مع صندوق النقد الدولي، وتناول ذاك المؤتمر آنذاك عدداً من القضايا التي تمس مستقبل هذه الصناعة، ودارت النقاشات حول تلبية المالية الإسلامية للطموحات العالمية، وقد لمسنا أثراً واقعياً لأعمال هذا المؤتمر. واليوم يعقد بنك الكويت المركزي الدورة الثانية للمؤتمر ليصبح منصة عالمية لتبادل الآراء بين قادة هذا المجال وصناع القرار فيه، يتداولون فيه الأفكار حول الواقع وتحدياته والمستقبل وآماله. وإنها لفرصة غالية أن يجتمع هذا المؤتمر ليتيح لكل منا أن يدلي بدلوه فيما يتعلق بتطوير الصناعة المالية الإسلامية ومواجهة تحدياتها واقتراح الحلول والتوصيات لكل ذلك وصولاً إلى صناعة مالية إسلامية تؤدي الدور المطلوب منها وتساهم بفاعلية في تعزيز الاستقرار الاقتصادي ودعم عجلة التنمية. أصحاب المعالي الحضور الكريم، لقد كانت الكويت محضناً لصناعة التمويل الإسلامي ومنشأً شهد انطلاقتها في أيامها الأولى، ويرجع الفضل في ذلك إلى الرعاية التي أولاها قادة الكويت لهذه الصناعة منذ أن كانت فكرة في أذهان روادها ومبادرة من المبادرات التي دأب أبناء الكويت على اتخاذها. وكان للكويت الأسبقية في إطلاق هذه الصناعة وتمهيد الطريق أمام انطلاقتها إقليمياً وعالمياً، وما زال العمل متواصلاً لتطوير هذه الصناعة وتدعيم ركائزها، ولا تقتصر تلك الجهود على الدعم المعنوي أو توفير الأسس التشريعية، بل تمثلت أيضاً بحرص دولة الكويت على بناء المؤسسات الحكومية التي يقوم عليها الاقتصاد الحديث، وحرصها على إيجاد البنى التحتية التي لا بد منها لعمل النظام المصرفي سواء التقليدي أو الإسلامي. يتمثل ذلك بوجود نظام نقدي ومالي مستقر وبيئة رقابية وتنظيمية تتبنى سياسة رصينة تدعم النمو والاستقرار. ولا بد هنا من الإشادة بالدور الكبير الذي يقوم به بنك الكويت المركزي والذي يطلع بمسؤولية رسم السياسات النقدية وتنفيذها، والإشراف على القطاع المالي والمصرفي، والحرص على تطبيق المعايير العالمية التي تنعكس على القطاع استقراراً ونمواً. ولأهمية هذا الدور فإن الحكومة لا تدخر جهداً في سبيل تعزيز استقلالية بنك الكويت المركزي في إدارة سياسة النقدية وأداء دوره الرقابي وكل مهامه المنصوص عليها في قانون إنشائه. يحدون بذلك الثقة الكبيرة التي نجدها في معالي الأخ والزميل الدكتور محمد الهاشل وجميع قيادات بنك الكويت المركزي وجميع العاملين فيه. وأنه لمن محاسن الصدف أن يوافق هذا الاجتماع الذكرى 50 لتأسيس بنك الكويت المركزي، فيكون احتفاؤنا بهذه الذكرى على صورة عمل وإنجاز تتويجاً لمسيرة 5 عقود من العمل المؤسسي المهني ومواجهة التحديات وتخطي المصاعب وتحقيق النجاحات، وأننا على ثقة من استمرار مثل هذا العطاء في كل المجالات على أيدي أبناء البنك الكويت المركزي. أصحاب المعالي، الحضور الكريم، في الختام أكرر ترحيبي الحار بضيوف الكويت، وأثني على هذه المبادرة التي اتخذها بنك الكويت المركزي، عاملاً أن تثمر النقاشات في هذا المؤتمر حلولاً وتوصيات عملية تسهم في دفع الصناعة المالية الإسلامية خطوات إلى الأمام نحو مزيد من التطور ومزيد من المساهمة في جهود استدامة التنمية والرخاء. وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله والمؤمنون، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you very much indeed, Your Excellency, for your comments. Can I now invite Dr. Bello Lawal Danbata, Secretary General of the Islamic Financial Services Board, to give his welcome remarks.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Your Excellency, Dr. Naif Al-Hajraf, Honorable Minister of Finance for the State of Kuwait, and representative of His Highness, the Amir of the State of Kuwait, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Jabir Al-Sabah, Your Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Al-Hashil, Governor of the Central Bank of Kuwait and Chairman of the IFSB Council 2018, Your Excellencies, Governors of the Central Banks here present, Your Excellencies, Honorable Members of the IFSB, Members of the Diplomatic Corps here present, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu, and a very good morning to all of you. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to welcome you all today to this high-level International Islamic Finance Conference with the theme Islamic Finance, a Universal Value Proposition, in this beautiful city of Kuwait, a country considered to be one of the pioneers of Islamic finance in the world. I'm grateful to all the governors and senior officials of the central banks and monetary authorities, heads of supervisory authorities, officials representing international organizations, heads of international institutions, as well as other distinguished guests, for being here with us today. To our members, I would like to add my personal word of welcome and thanks for your continuous support of the IFSB. My special vote of thanks goes to His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Al-Hashil, the Governor of the Central Bank of Kuwait and Chairman of the IFSB 2018, for his generosity and support for organizing this high-level conference in conjunction with the IFSB annual meetings. I believe under His Excellency's leadership of the IFSB, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all the staff of the Central Bank of Kuwait and my colleagues at the IFSB Secretariat for their enormous efforts in making this conference a success. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to give you some brief updates on the activities of the IFSB. With the efforts of its founding members, the IFSB was established in 2002 with a clear vision and mandate for the benefit of global Islamic finance industry. The IFSB serves as an international standard-setting body of the regulatory and supervisory authorities that have vested interest in ensuring the soundness and stability of Islamic financial services industry. Today, the IFSB is recognized as a leading international institution, promoting the development of prudent and transparent Islamic financial services industry through the introduction of new and adoption of the existing international standards that are consistent with the principles of Sharia. The mandate of the IFSB is defined broadly to include banking, capital market, and insurance. For this reason, the work of the IFSB complements that of the Basel Committee on Banking and Supervision, BCBS, the International Organization of Securities Commission, ISCO, and the International Association of Insurance Supervisors. We work closely with these institutions. As this year marks the 15th anniversary of the IFSB, the growth and development of this international institution has been only possible with the unwavering support of its members. The journey, which started with 9 founding members, namely Bahrain, Indonesia, Iran, Kuwait, Malaysia, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, and the IDB group, has transformed the IFSB into an institution that is now have 185 members operating in 57 jurisdictions. In our membership, we have 75 regulatory authorities, 8 international intergovernmental organizations such as the BIS, ADB, IMF, IDB, World Bank, and 102 market players, which includes financial institutions, professional firms, industry associations, and stock exchanges. In the last 15 years, the IFSB has played a critical role in the global Islamic finance services industry by issuing international standards that take into account the specificities of Islamic finance. Apart from the research and reports, the IFSB has issued 27 high-quality standards, guiding principles, and technical notes that provide the basis of orderly development of broad-based Islamic financial services covering all the 3 sectors of this mandate. That is the Islamic banking, Islamic capital market, and takaful. These standards include first-generation standards and second-generation standards, such as equivalent of Basel III that was issued after the financial crisis. Since its inception, one of the key challenges of the IFSB is to establish its international authority and credibility as a standard-setting institution. However, this is where most of the success has come for the IFSB, and with the commitment of its members, we will continue to develop and sustain that, inshallah. This accomplishment is the outcome of a collective effort of IFSB Council, Technical Committee, and its working groups, active participation of all IFSB members, contribution of my predecessors, cordial relation with the IFSB counterparts such as the BCBS and the IAS, and last but not the least, the relentless effort of the IFSB Secretariat. The results of the IFSB standard implementation surveys indicated that these standards are adopted by national supervisory authorities that have helped in promoting the harmonization and standardization of regulatory approaches to provide a level playing field in the Islamic financial services sectors for our members. However, more work needs to be done collectively to improve the level of adoption across these jurisdictions. I would like to take this opportunity to assure all the IFSB members that the IFSB Secretariat is ever committed to adding value to your membership, and we are ever ready to address your concerns and to assist you in implementing our standards, either through workshops, technical assistance, policy advice, or capacity building. We solicit your kind cooperation in telling us your expectations, and I would like to take this opportunity to inform all full associate and observer members that we are currently working on new initiatives that will enhance our services to you and the global Islamic finance industry. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to say a few words about today's conference. With the double-digit growth, the Islamic financial services industry has undergone rapid expansion globally, which echoes its capacity to meet the global economic and social development needs for both Muslim and non-Muslims alike. The theme of the conference itself reflects the significance of the universality of Islamic finance philosophy. Islamic finance, with its essential features and overarching principles of inclusiveness, innovation, and stability, offers a universal value proposition which can fit into all types of economies regardless of religious dominance, and can address economic and financial challenges which we face in today's world. It can help in achieving vibrant socio-economic development that can lead to a more prosperous, diversified, and equitable societies. With this background, today's conference provides a platform for global dialogue to all industry stakeholders to deliberate and highlight collectively the role of Islamic finance in a broader context in order to promote global economic cooperation and generate ideas that can transform the recent technological development and disruptions into an opportunity for the Islamic finance industry. Particular emphasis and debate on macroeconomic diversifications, building a dynamic and robust regulatory ecosystem, and addressing the emerging risks facing the Islamic financial services industry will provide intellectual inputs that is necessary for the sustainable economic growth and shared prosperity for all. To address these issues, we have distinguished panelists here with us today, and I hope that the discussions will produce solid recommendations for the Islamic financial services industry in moving forward. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by highlighting some points on how the IFSB can play its role to support the global Islamic finance industry moving forward. First, as His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Al-Hashil rightly pointed out in one of his speeches, saying that enabling an environment for a sustainable and resilient industry is very important. In this respect, the IFSB as an international institution will continue playing its due role to achieve its objective under its mandate. Recently, the IFSB has issued 3 exposure drafts, including core principles for Islamic finance regulation, Islamic capital market segment, for a 2-month public consultation period since March 2 months ago until 28th of this month. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite comment from all stakeholders of the industry to improve the quality of this standard. Moreover, all stakeholders are also invited to participate in the public hearing of these 3 exposure drafts, which is scheduled to be on the 7th and 8th of next week in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Second, we are committed to cooperation that is more global and inclusive. The collaboration of building capacity with our members to adopt the IFSB standards that we have issued is top priority in our strategic performance plans agenda. Third, our diversified membership is a unique source of strength for the IFSB, and we will continue to deepen our engagement with our members within the global Islamic financial services industry. In this respect, I would like to express my profound thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Mansur Mukhtar, Vice President of the IDB Group, for their continuous financial support of the IFSB, including the latest technical assistance grant that they have given the IFSB, amounting to $250,000 yesterday. We are really grateful, and we welcome more support from our members. Fourth, I believe the IFSB have a pivotal role to play towards integrating Islamic finance into global economy through its cross-sectoral standards. On this case, among others, we have issued core principles for Islamic finance regulation, that is the banking segment, and with the support and commitment from the IMF and the World Bank, We are hoping soon that these standards will be in the compendium of the standard of the FSB. These principles include the assessment methodology that can assist all regulatory and supervisory authorities to carry out a self-assessment of the progress made in development of their regulatory frameworks and in achieving greater consistency in the implementation of the IFSB standards. It is worth mentioning that the IMF, the World Bank, the BCBS, IDB, the Asian Development Bank are members of this prestigious organization, and they are members of the working group of this particular standard that we have issued. Finally, with the rapid technological development in the global financial services industry, in which capacity-wise, the market players are 6 steps ahead of the regulators and the international standard setting bodies, especially due to emerging regulatory challenges such as fintech, blockchain technology, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, and robotics. There is a strong need for immediate commitment of resources and intellect in building a robust capacity to manage these challenges posed by these developments. My specific submission here includes, among others, building the capacity of our Sharia scholars to take up these challenges in the nearest future. On that note, I wish you a very productive deliberations and discussions that will allow us to generate new ideas or realizing the objectives of today's high-level international conference. And once again, I want to thank you all for your participation. With this, I will say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.